This tutorial covers installing Microsoft Windows 10 in Microsoft Hyper-V. My name is Trevor, this is NerdLearn, let's get started. This overall process will work for any Windows 10 installation technique, but you will need to modify some of the steps if you are not using Hyper-V. Computers don't work without an operating system, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Microsoft Evaluation Center and we're going to go grab a free copy of Windows 10. Each time you install the software, it lasts for 90 days. After the evaluation expires, the computer automatically shuts down after 1 hour of using it. Go to the Evaluation Center website at microsoft.com/en-us/evalcenter. Once at the Evaluation Center, you want to scroll down, click on Windows, followed by Windows 10 Enterprise. Once registered with Microsoft, you will be given the link to download the ISO. Here's some other sources where you can download the operating system. Now that we have the operating system downloaded, go to your server manager, click on Tools, followed by Hyper-V Manager. Once here, click on New, Virtual Machine. Click Next, type an appropriate name. I'm going to stick with Generation 1. And I'm giving it 8 gig of memory. Connecting this to my Ethernet card so I can have internet access. I'm just verifying my settings. We can change the hard drive size on this screen. To choose our operating system file, we just click these two radio buttons and browse, and then we pick the appropriate operating system. Followed by Next. And a summary, we double check our settings. They look good. So finish. I'm going to change the number of processors from 1 up to 4, as well as enable the guest services. I encourage you to click on every option and explore what all of these are. Once we're satisfied with the settings, we click OK. And now we start the computer by clicking Start over here on the right, and then followed by Connect. So Connect is what gives us the actual screen. We're going to maximize our setting, make this look a little bit normal. This here is the setup wizard. I'm going to stick with English and click Install Now. I'm going to choose Windows 10 Enterprise. My particular version has multiple operating systems built into it. Accept my user license agreement and click on Customize. I'm going to create a new partition and I'm going to accept the additional partitions that it wants to create. Now we click Next. At this point, we just wait for the setup to finish. It can range anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. While we wait for the installation to complete, here's the question of the day. How will you use your Windows 10 Hyper-V machine? Is it for development work? Is it used for downloading your torrent files? Let me know in the comments below. After clicking Next, I had to wait 32 minutes before I could go to the next step. I've condensed the process down to about 30 seconds. Most of the time it's spent on this getting ready screen, which probably took 20 minutes. We're going to choose the United States region because that's where I live. And a United States keyboard. This would be the screen where you would add a second keyboard for Indonesian or Chinese and such. I'm not going to use a work or school account, so I'm going to choose Domain Join instead. This is the screen where we are going to type our username. I'm choosing trevor.admin. My personal preference is to put admin or ADM or something that represents the administrator inside of my account name. So each time I interact with it, I understand that this is an admin account, and if I do the wrong thing, something really bad could happen because I have the permission to be able to do that. I've already set my username and my password, and now I'm going through the 3 security questions. I'm choosing no on all the extra services. I don't need this computer to interact with any other system on my behalf. I also don't like giving my information to Microsoft through the various forms of telemetry, so I'm going to disable the ones that I can on the screen. After another 2.5 minutes of sitting idle, I am finally given the login screen where I can begin to use the computer. I'm going to change the screen resolution of our new virtual machine to get rid of the black borders. I'm going to right click the desktop and choose display settings. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit And under display resolution, I'm going to choose 1440 by 900. Save my changes, and I'm done with this window, so I can close it. The computer can be a little unresponsive the first time you use it because it's installing software as well as trying to grab security patches. Now I'm ready to rename the computer. I click on Start, I type out this PC, and I right click on this icon and choose Properties. Over here on the right, I click on Change Settings, and in this new window at the bottom, I click Change. If you want to add your computer to a domain, you're going to choose the domain option as well as type out whatever domain name you have. So I give it a name, and now I click OK. In order for the new name to take effect, I'm going to have to restart the computer, but I'm going to choose Restart Later because I'm going to apply the first wave of computer patches. To apply the security patches, I'm going to click on Start, and I'm going to type out Check for Updates. So I'm going to click this first option, and now I click Check for Updates. The computer is now communicating with Microsoft and determining what patches does it currently have and what is the latest security posture that's available. It's automatically downloading, and we can see the percentages of each package. So after 10 minutes of downloading and installing the patches, I can now reboot the computer to finally apply them. 3 minutes later, I'm presented with the login screen. If you got value out of this video, please click like, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.